Hey guys, NCSFan 001 here, welcoming you to Survival Mode, map number 6, Mission. Alright, so, normally I would not be recording this today because as I said in the channel update, I have sort of a sore, scratchy throat, maybe a cold or something. So that's probably why I sound a little bit different, if I do sound different. Only reason I'm recording this though is because I only have one more video of this on my laptop. I mean, yes, I've got a good amount of time to film it, yes, but still I would like to go on and get another one ready, just in case something were to happen. Alright, Mission. Yeah, not a fun map. I think I had a little bit of trouble with this one on the first time around. I think this is probably one of the slightly harder maps. Retarded enemies do help. Oh, not retarded. That must have offended them because now they are rushing me from all sides. Now just to sneak up behind them and kill them that way. This is not good. I mean, I'm pretty highly ranked, at least among all my friends, on all the survival mode maps that I've done so far. And I have not done all of them before. LOLNet has, I have not. I think Brian might have, but I'm not sure, but I know for a fact that I haven't. I've got the last 3 ops left to do. Ops, maps, whatever you want to call them. I've got 3 more to go.
Weapons armory is online. Ammo and weapons upgrades are available.
Okay, if I remember correctly though, Mission is a slightly harder map, just because there's really nowhere good to hide when the choppers and stuff come. There's just no real good cover, as you guys might know this map. Like, there's one building that you can get in down here that's probably about the best for it, even with the juggernauts and all. That's about the only building that's actually possible to hide in. That, and there's that little shack over here by the air support armory, where the air support armory is going to come up. Oh, failed. Stop shooting me and making me fly up. Yeah, right up here is another place you could potentially hide at. I personally don't know about it. I mean, it worked okay for me on my first try, so it works. It's just not very good other cover because there are multiple entrances to it, so obviously if there's a juggernauts with them, it's not a great idea. Let's last that ammo. Better go buy an MP5. He won't be able to hit me because he's got a shotgun, so I've got nothing really to worry about if I run. Now, as you know, though, since this is still Tier 2, you still get, you know, USP 45, you get full armor, you get a, whatever that other thing's called. I just want to go on and get the MP5, just in case.
Equipment armory online.
Okay, we are set on that. Yep, as I may not have explained very well when me and LOL did map number 5 together, Dome. I don't think I explained all the new changes and stuff for this tier as well as I probably could have. But obviously there are C4 strapped dogs, as in dogs with C4. Not very pleasant, but there are dogs with C4 strapped to them trying to kill you. They come earlier on than they would have on the other maps. You're also going to start having enemies with the juggernauts and with the helicopters, even earlier on. I mean, if you play through any of the other survival maps on like Tier 1, eventually you will have the enemies together. Like you'll have dogs and helicopters and juggernauts all in the same round. So you would have that happen on those maps if you were to survive far enough. Like, ooh, I leveled up. Very nice. I'm like level 45 now. Very nice. Oh crap, they're both dead. I didn't think they were both dead. Okay. Well, that's fine. This guy's so stupid he's gonna run all the way around. Very nice. Should have had 80% accuracy, not bad. So this is the air support armory. We really don't have enough money for that yet. I'm going to use the 1887 for a few more rounds, but now they're going to start coming in with the MP5. Their weapons loadouts are pretty similar to the normal weapons layouts of the. I think actually tiers 1, 2, and I even think tier 3 all have pretty similar enemy weapon layouts. Tier 4 is when I think it starts to really switch up a lot, because I'm pretty sure that tier 4 really changes it up a lot. Like tier 4, you're going to have like assault rifle guys like on round like 2 or 3 or so. You also have, chemical agents. I'm not sure if I explained them very well, but they're basically guys that have chemicals. They're sort of like the suicide bombers, but they move towards you, and when you kill them, they basically explode into a bunch of gas. They're almost like the Nova gas grenades in Black Ops multiplayer. Wow, 100% accuracy. I don't think I've ever done that before. So I've lost my armor, and I'm kind of worried because this may be a helicopter round. So I'm gonna get it. Oh, you can't get in here. Well, that's pleasant. That's jerkish. I forgot it. I thought you could. This is the building I was thinking of, right here. Because that one, you are actually protected from the helicopter, believe it or not. No matter how unsecure it looks, you are actually protected from the helicopter. That's probably not a good place to hide at if I can't go up there. They're going to try to corner me. I can run, though. I'm going to run. Oh, here we go. I'm running here. Yeah, mission... The layout is kind of difficult just because there are no real buildings to hide in, which is sort of what makes this layout more difficult. But otherwise, it's not that hard to run, circles on this map because it's a relatively large map. So you don't have that much to worry about, I don't think. I don't really consider this to be one of the harder maps. It's one of the hardest tier 2 maps. That's true, yes. I will say it is probably the hardest, or close to the hardest tier 2 map that I can remember. But it's not that bad. Alright, this next round ought to be helicopters. Now really, with the helicopters, starting now, you really need to, when you get helicopters and juggernauts at the same time, although helicopters and juggernauts may not come at the same time until maybe tier 3. So if so, that's like a blessing because, believe me, it's not fun.
Intel shows multiple enemy rotor wings in your airspace. Team, large enemy force moving towards your location.
So there's 6 normal enemies, but there are no juggernauts yet, so really, as long as you sit in here, they can't do a thing to you. Because the helicopters cannot hit you if you're in this little shack, which is really nice. You can just sit here with a shotgun and just kill them as they come in. See? They're so stupid, they just keep on running straight for the door. 4, 5. There's still one more. Look at that. 6 hits, 6 kills. The 1887. Great strategy. At least early on until you get juggernauts and helicopters together. Now you just simply have to take out the helicopters, which is pretty easy because you can just keep ducking back into this building. They can't do a thing to you as long as you're in here. So you really don't have too much to worry about. This is a great hiding spot until the juggernauts come, of course, because if the juggernauts do come with helicopters, which I think they do around level 13, 14 or so, you actually are going to be in trouble. You really need, at that point, you need a Predator missile to at least take out the helicopters, and that's when having 2 people is just a godsend. Jeez, not supposed to be able to hurt me that badly. Already at like 10 minutes though, and we're only through a few waves, which is not good. I may end up having to split this one into 2 videos. Die already? Seriously? How much more is this guy gonna take? Okay, there we go. Jeez, that took longer than it should have. So we're gonna go on and buy the AK-47, and probably better buy some ammo as well. I'm also gonna go on and buy a Predator missile, just for the safety. Actually, you know what? Since, I mean, I'm solo, or, nah, I don't need anything this round. Because once again, usually the round, well no, it's usually the round after the Juggernauts that's easier, not necessarily the round after a helicopter.
Be aware, Tango's reported to
I think starting with Tier 3, pure helicopter rounds no longer happen, if I remember correctly. I don't ever remember them happening. So they may not, I'm not completely sure about that. I think that's how it works though, that once you get to, you know, Tier 3, you're going to stop having, you know, pure helicopter rounds. Or rounds where it's helicopters and like there's Juggernauts, I mean. That building's actually not a bad place to camp in at all at any point in this game, for that matter. It's actually pretty helpful at almost any time, just because the enemies only have one way to funnel in, and really that helps a lot. If they can only get to you one way, you can just sit at the door. But of course, it doesn't work that well later on when you get the guys that are, you know, armored. Not the Juggernauts, the actual armored guys that have like the FADs. How many more? Oh, not dead yet? Okay, fine.
As always, nice work, team.
They're dead. I'm doing okay on ammo. I can go buy some after this round. I should have enough to make it through with the AK. But really, once you get to higher levels in survival mode, you can go on and buy some of the more powerful weapons early on. I mean, there's nothing stopping you from doing it. I would actually probably suggest doing that. I mean, I just like doing it this way because it's the way I know how to do it, and it's the way I've always had success doing it. But really, you don't have to follow this strategy at all. If you really want, you can just buy whatever gun you feel comfortable with. I mean, it's not a bad idea at all to do. It really helps.
Be advised they are carrying explosives.
It probably would be a good idea for me to go on and get a Predator missile, though. Just the reason being... Like, the reason I want a Predator missile probably is because it would help. Just so that, next round is likely going to be Juggernauts. So because of that, it would be kind of helpful to have a Predator because I can run to the other side of the map and these guys can sort of protect me. Thank you. Heck am I getting hit by? I'm going to go on and maneuver these guys down to here. So this way we can camp it up in that little building, and I should be safe enough to hit the helicopter, or even the Juggernaut probably would be able to be taken out if I really want to. Now, one thing I probably would not suggest is if you're playing this in co-op, I would probably not suggest trying to have 2 Riot Delta squads plus your 2 players all camped in this building. I'm not even sure there's enough room for that. Not a great idea, and I don't know what's taking these guys so long. Alright, at least one of you better be here to protect me. They ought to keep me relatively well protected while I take out the Juggernaut. Okay, I got those guys coming in. Got him! Juggernaut is dead. The Juggernaut has been killed, so that was the most difficult enemy this round. Not too difficult. Took out every single one of them. But really, since these videos have to usually go up on weekends, well, you know what, really, it doesn't really matter, I guess, just because, I mean, it's going to be the same amount of footage anyway, so if I upload it in 2 videos versus 1 video, I don't really think it's going to matter, and if I'm probably going to end up switching the days, like, I'm probably going to end up releasing Survival Mode on Wednesday and SpongeBob on Saturdays, just because the SpongeBob videos were on my old camera to where they are smaller files and I can more easily upload them at home versus, you know, versus the survival mode videos on my new camera that I can just start uploading to school. The only issue is though, I can't record a video longer than 25 minutes on this camera. The old camera technically I can record videos that were about an hour and 20 minutes maximum. Because that's when the camera would end up like running out of space, which Yeah, the camera could hold about an hour and a half of space. Full battery, it could go for an hour and a half, so... With this camera, though, it's not quite like that, because with this camera, for whatever reason, I can't record a video longer than 25 minutes. So I think I'm actually going to go on and cut it off here, guys. So next time we will finish up this map. See you guys then.